Blackstone presents G.I. Joe Classified, Revenge of the Ninja by Kelley Skovron. This book is read by Shawn Compton. Chapter 1. Back to Basics. Shauna O'Hara, a.k.a. Scarlett, was a formidable strategist who usually saw 10 steps ahead, but even she could not have predicted being trapped inside a booming bass drum. Yet, here she was, hands covering her ears, curled up inside the round cavity of a drum kit in the expression space, a room in Springfield Academy's massive and luxurious faculty lounge. Scarlett and the rest of the average Joes were planting bugs in each room of the lounge. The expression space was filled with all sorts of musical instruments and art supplies. When Scarlett first crept into the room, she'd found it unoccupied. That was no surprise, since all the intelligence she'd gathered beforehand suggested not many teachers used it. But as she was sticking the bug to the back of a paint supply cabinet, she heard two voices in the hallway. "Not going to dinner?" It sounded like Mr. Yang, the world history teacher. "Not yet." That sounded like Miss Holker, the algebra teacher. "It's been a rough day. I need to work out some stress." "I hear you," said Mr. Yang. "Conrad is doing his best as acting principal, but he can only do so much. Until the school board selects a permanent replacement, things are going to be a little wilder than usual." "And with this school, that's saying something," replied Miss Holker. Scarlett was still wondering what Miss Holker meant by working out some stress when she heard footsteps approaching. She scanned the room for a place to conceal herself. It was mostly guitars, keyboards, and paint easels, none of which would give her sufficient cover. Then her eyes fell on the drum set, which was turned toward the wall. The bass drum was large enough for her to fit in, and the drum heads were opaque, so she wouldn't be seen. All she had to do was take off the head that faced the wall, and she had a perfect hiding nook. And it would have been perfect. But Scarlett soon discovered that Miss Holker meant to work off some stress by playing a 10-minute drum solo. She could hardly think with all the noise thundering around her. Even with her hands over her ears, it was so bad she started wondering if she should reveal herself just to get it to stop. After all, she was fairly certain that Miss Holker was a regular teacher and not some secret Cobra spy. But no. She couldn't risk compromising the rest of her team, all of whom were in other rooms.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?